Hey everyone, I'm Airier, and this is going to be a review of the Iron Banner Scout Rifle, the Distant Star. This gun is, well, it's fun. I'm going to probably say that about all the Iron Banner weapons because they all seem to have this feel to them that it's just fun to use. It sounds satisfying to fire on a purely instinctual level. It looks vicious. It looks amazing. It's a high rate of fire, decent impact. I actually prefer it this way just because you can put more shots in quicker. It has decent range, decent stability, and here's the best part, amazing reload. This thing reloads incredibly fast. I've seen some scout rifles that it's like hit and miss. This one, you have plenty of shots. It's a 14 round mag, so it's not huge, but you're probably going to have enough if you take it into PvP or PvE. And God rolls alone, perfect balance, either lightweight or high caliber, and rangefinder right there are amazing. I got lucky and got rangefinder or crowd control in that slot, so I have an either one. Personally, in PvP, I would go rangefinder for the extra additional aim assist and just better targeting and a little more range. But for PvE, when there's targets aplenty, crowd control, because this thing hits pretty decently fast. So any little buffed damage is returned incredibly, overwhelmingly more than you put into it, because you're doing more damage so much faster. The DPS on this is actually quite good. It's just one of the Iron Banner guns which I think have a general feel of just being fun to use. It sounds satisfying to fire. And after having dealt with Omlon and all that's like pew, pew, pew stuff, it's nice to have something that sounds like a gun going off. And it just feels viscerally good.
We survive. We always survive.
Now, as far as sights go, there's the three basic ones you get on every single Iron Banner weapon. There's the red dot, the warrior iron sights, and the iron range scope. They're basically a range scope, a warrior sight, and a red dot, but they have iron or warrior in it. They're all thematically similar, but sometimes they have little niches to make it look better, or little, I guess, flares of style. Gameplay wise, they're almost all the same. I prefer the Iron Warrior sights for the Scout Rifle just because it looks cool. Yeah, it's simply a stylistic choice. There are some gameplay mechanics, but for the most part, the effect isn't nearly good enough or bad enough to make it something you choose on. Go with what you feel more comfortable with. I don't like the range one because it cuts down the visibility. Same with the Iron Dot, and just because I see that on all my other Scout Rifles, the Iron Warrior sights just feels unique, and I prefer that personally. Overall, though, this gun is generally just very good. If you get something that buffs the stability, or buffs, for some reason, the range isn't actually all that important because it's a Scout Rifle. You don't really get into many situations where you need massive range, and it has a good bit of it to start with. Now, I will admit I'm kind of cheating because I got perfect balance, and that takes care of almost every single problem this gun has. And overall, the rangefinder takes care of the rest. It's not a bad roll. I've seen better rolls. If you get explosive rounds, it's pretty damn good because you're putting in a lot of shots fast, or explosive rounds auto-fire. I haven't seen auto-fire drop on this one yet, but again, explosive auto-fire is just generally good, especially since this is a faster firing weapon. All the same, there's a matter of preference to it, but in general, this is the kind of gun where if you get any roll on it, it'll usually be good, so keep the gun if you get it. I got it through one of the faction packs. It hasn't dropped yet in the normal Iron Banner, but when it does, make sure to look at it. It might have an amazing roll just out of the vendor. Hey, it's happened before. I would look at you, Palladian. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. That subscribe button's right down here, right in the corner. Yeah, right here, right here. Yeah, press it. Thanks, guys. And all the same, if you can, support me on Patreon. The link is right down below. I use it for things like Red to make sure I don't go homeless, because I don't want to do that. That would be bad. All the same, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope it helped. And I'll see you in the next one. Later.